Hey everybody, how are you doing? Thanks for coming and joining my live. I really appreciate you being here. Tonight, because of time again, this is pretty late. I am gonna get right into today's live. So appreciate you joining me. So appreciate you being here, taking the time to watch this video. Appreciate it. Please like and share these videos. I greatly appreciate you doing so. Tonight we're gonna get right into tonight's topic. We're gonna continue talking about the ingredients to success. The ingredients to success. We're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about the number three today. First we talk about pay attention to details. Second, we talk about relying on past experiences. We talked about that last night. That was a pretty good one. I like last night's video. It was really good. Um, and also the last one we talk tonight we're going to talk about the third one was learn to follow instruction. And tomorrow night we're going to talk about stay focused. Stay focused. So tonight we're going to talk about learn how to follow instruction. The third one, number three, learn how to follow instruction. Now, learning how to follow instruction is important. In life, we all need to learn how to follow instruction. We are surrounded by a system. We live in a system, and within the system, there's instruction things, or rules and policies and stuff like that that you have to follow, and instruction you have to do. But most importantly, to make it even more on a personal level, to make it more in a level where you want to achieve great success and great happiness and great achievement in your life. We're going to bring it down to talking about where follow instruction, where you have a mentor or a coach to mentor you, or someone to coach you. Now, we all need someone in our lives to mentor us, our coach. That's the difference between the successful people and non-successful people. Successful people have mentors, they have coach people to coach them. Even from professional athletes to politicians to movie stars, actors, all these people who have achieved greatness in their field. Professional athletes, they have coach, they have mentors, people. If you're on a team, you got a basketball team, a hockey team, your football team, baseball team, they all have coaches, right? All these different sports have coaches. If you're individual sports, if you play tennis, or something that you're an individual playing by yourself, if a tennis player have coaches and they have mentors. If you're a movie star, even politician, and those guys have people to coach them and mentor them, right? And that's why you notice they achieve great success. Even people in the field of self-development, the self-improvement, people like Les Brown, people like Jim Rohn. I'm a big fan of these two guys, Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins. All of these guys have mentors and have coaches, and people who mentor them and coaches them. And so they have to learn how to follow instruction. Even me, I'm looking, I have a mentor, but not someone that I'm paid. But someday I'll be able to get a mentor, someone who can mentor me, that I actually pay money for, to mentor me and to coach me. And this is when I'm looking for that, and I want that in my life, because I want to take my life and my career to the next level. And I know, and I'm going to need someone to mentor me and to coach me. So come bring it down to that where we need someone to coach us and mentor us. We need to be able to follow instruction. That when your coach or your mentor said, do this or do that, or don't do this or don't do that, you follow their instruction to the letter. So that's why I said, learn how to follow instruction. I'm bringing it from a point of view of following instruction of your coach or your mentor. someone who's coaching you and mentoring you. When they give you an instruction, you learn how to follow that instruction. You'll learn because why? Because your coach or your mentor are someone who've been down the road that you want to go. They've been there, they've done that, and they're teaching you, they're coaching you how to do it yourself, right? So you want to follow the instruction. You want to to um, to be teachable, coachable. Now, now we're going to get into a subject here where it's like it's a big subject, so we're not going to cover it all tonight. It's just we're going to like what do you call it? We're going to scratch the surface of the subject, and the subject is called a teachability index. A teachability index. Teachability index right here. Teachability index. We're going to talk about that tonight because that is important. A teachability index. What's a teachability index? Now, the teachability index have two parts to it. The teachability index have two parts to it. The first part says, what is your willingness to learn? The first part to the teachability index is what is your willingness to learn? From a scale from 1 to 10, or from 0 to 10 actually, sorry. For a scale from 0 to 10, what is your willingness to learn? We're going to erase this here. Don't need this right now. So then take the first one here. Said, what is your willingness to learn? From 0 to 10. 10 meaning you're ready, you're willing, you're 100%. You're 100% willing to learn, willing to get going, willing to learn whatever you need to learn to achieve, to take yourself to the next level, to learn, to learning meaning reading books, listening to inspirational tapes, a CD, watching inspirational videos on YouTube like I do, going to seminars and workshop, even webinars. These are ways of you learn how to willing you to give up things, to give up your favorite movie show or your TV show. Instead of watching TV, you grab a book instead and read instead. How willing are you to give up whatever it is your favorite thing to do? If it's not watching TV, maybe it's spending time on social media, on Facebook and on Instagram and all these kind of things, on the computer, on your phone. How willing are you to give that up instead and put the social media aside, and instead pick up a book or plug in a video or audio and listen to an audio book or audio or CD or something that is inspirational, motivational, that will teach you something about yourself, teach you something about achieving the success in your life. How teachable are you? Or how teachable, or how willing are you to learn new things, new skills, new things about yourself and how your mind works, and how the universe work and stuff like that. Listen to things about the law of attraction and stuff like that. So that's what it comes down to. From a scale from zero to 10 means you're 100% willing to learn new things, do whatever it takes to get to the next level. You're willing to learn. From 0 to, where are you on this scale when it comes to your willingness to learn? Most people, so this is like a 5 right here. This is like in between. So this line represents 5. Most people are below 5. Most people in our society, most people who goes to a 9-to-5 job, who works for a living to make an income, who works 1 or 2 jobs and stuff like that. Most people, those are kind of people are less than 5. They're less than 5. Their willingness to learn is below 5. Probably you can even say it's below 3. A lot of people in the workplace, in the workforce, they're not willing to learn. I'm not talking about the textbook, school book learning that you learn from when you go to school and stuff like that. We're talking about learning the books that the self-help books that you need to read, the motivational books that you need to read to change your mindset. That's the kind of learning we're talking about here. So how willing are you learn to learn new ways of achieving your goals and your dreams and achieving greater things in your life than that you're currently experiencing right now? And you want to be 100% willing to learn. If you're not, and most people are not 100%. So if you're below 5, like most people are, don't be surprised. You have to be you want to be between 5 and 10, and the better is 100%. So the first part of the teachability index is what is your willingness to learn. And again, this is a really broad subject. This is a subject you can spend a 1-day seminar teaching on, because there's a lot more to it than what I'm covering right now. So the second part of the teachability index is what is your willingness? So what is your willingness to accept change? I didn't have room to write the whole thing down here, so I just kind of put accept change the last part. But it's the first part. What is your willingness to accept change? Now again, it goes back down is when you're going to when you're going to your coach, you come to a coach, having a coach or a mentor, someone to coach you or mentor you, it comes down to how willing are you to accept change. When your coach said to stop doing certain, your coach or your mentor said, stop doing certain things or to do certain things, just so you can change your life, change your lifestyle and stuff like that. How willing are you to give up certain things, certain habits, certain ways of doing things, certain ways of thinking, certain ways of acting, certain ways of things that you've already done. I've already done it this way, but when it comes to your willingness to accept change, remember this statement: for things to change in your life, you gotta change things in your life. I'll say that again. When it comes to your willingness to determine your willingness to accept change, remember the statement: for things to change in your life, you're gonna have to change things in your life. Now, in other words, you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. That's the sign of insanity. If you want change in your life, you're gonna have to change things in your life, and that's what I'm doing. I want changes in my life, and I'm going about making changes in my life. Doing these live videos is one of those changes that I'm doing. It's changing me. And as I'm changing and growing as a person, I'm also trying to help others people to do the same through these live videos that I'm doing. So it's part of my change, and this is part of me being willing to learn and willing to accept change. Now again, just like the first part, the willingness, what is your willingness to learn? What is your willingness to accept change goes on the scale also. What is your willingness from 0 to 10? What is your willingness to accept change? Change is a big part of life. Change is necessary. Change is important. Change is what you need to change things in your life. Remember, for things to change in your life, you're going to have to change things in your life. So from a scale to 0 to 10, 0 means you're not ready at all. It's a 0% here. 0% to 100%. 10 means 100%, you're 100% ready. How willing are you to learn and to accept change? Again, you have to rate yourself on the scale. And again, most people who goes to a 9 to 5 job, who work in a 9 to 5 job, Most people are below 5 on this scale. They're not willing to change. They're not willing to do whatever it takes to make changes in their lives for the better, for a better future, for a brighter, better future, for more, to gain financial and time freedom. There is something. A lot of people that are settling for 9 to 5 jobs, no matter what the job may be, no matter how much they're getting paid, that doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter how much they love it. Most people who settle for a 9 to 5 job, most people who are not willing, the teachability index that is very low. They're willing to settle. They're willing to settle. These people, 9 to 5 job. I'm just using 9 to 5 job. It could be just a matter what your schedule is. If you're going to work on a daily basis to a job, whether it's something you like or something you don't like, you fall in this category. A lot of people are below 5 in this scale. They're not teachable and they're not willing to accept change. So this is how you determine your teachability index. This is how willing are you to learn new things, and how willing are you to accept change. And this is how you can follow instruction. When you have a coach or a mentor and they give you instruction, how willing are you to follow those instructions? How willing are you to accept change? How willing are you to want to see things turn around in your life for the better? How willing are you to go to the next level that you want to go to, whether it's in your personal life, your professional life, your business, your career, your health, your finances? How willing are you to learn new things, to turn off the TV and to pick up a book instead? To stop doing certain things and make some changes in your life? How willing are you? How willing are you? I can't answer that question for you. Each one of us is gonna have to answer that question for ourselves, right? We're gonna have to determine for each individual selves. Me, I have to determine for myself. I can answer this question for you, and you can answer this question for me. Only me can answer it for me, and only you can answer it for you. So on a scale from 1 to 10, concerning how willing your willingness to learn and your willingness to accept change, from a scale from zero to 10, where do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself? Are you below 5 or are you above 5 when it comes to that? And only you can determine that. And as I said, this is like a broad subject. There's lots more we can get into it, talking about your teachability index. But we're just scratching the surface of this subject. Anyways, so the number three thing we talk about here is learn to follow instruction. And in learning how to follow instruction, we have to determine how teachable we are. And determining how teachable we are, we have to know where on the scale that we're at to determine how teachable we are. If we're wherever on the scale that you're at, if you're not 100% ready and willing to learn and to accept change, and you have to work on yourself to get to 100%. The goal is to get to 100%, to be willing to learn and to be willing to accept change. If you're less than 100, you need to work on yourself to get up to 100. So when your coach or your mentor tell you to do certain things, you're willing and ready to do it without hesitation and without questions. And that's how you take yourself to the next level. That's how you grow as a person. That's how you make changes in your lives. Hold on. Someone is actually questioning. Hi, Benjamin. Thanks for coming on board, Benjamin Lane. Thank you for watching my live video. I'm going to finish the live video here now. So anyways, thank you guys for coming on this evening. Thank you for watching my live video tonight. This is the Excel Your Life show with Robert Harley. taking you to the next level. I hope you guys get something out of this. We're going through the subject of the ingredients for success. And we're talking about number 3 tonight in learn how to follow instruction. We're talking about learn how to follow instruction from your coach or from your mentor, and how important it is for us. All of us need to have mentors. Not all of us do, but all of us need to or should have mentors and coaches in our lives. And that's what separates successful people from non-successful people. Successful people have coaches and mentors. They have them. Look at anybody who has achieved any great success in their lives. Present people who are still alive or people who have passed on. They have coaches. Even President Barack Obama, had mentors and coaches in his life. Yeah, I think even Donald Trump have people surround him to mentor him and coach him and stuff like that. So even presidents have coaches or mentors. If you want to be success, you're going to have to surround yourself with people who can coach you and mentor you. It's very, very vital to your success. Very vital to your success. And I said that's what separates successful people from non-successful people. Successful people have coaches and mentors. Usually non-successful people don't. They don't invest in themselves in that way. They don't invest in themselves in that way by getting a coach or a mentor. And that's why they're not successful. All right, so that you can see the difference between the two. So when you have a coach or mentors, you have to learn how to follow instruction, and you learn how to follow instruction by knowing how your willingness to learn and your willingness to accept change. And we talk about the Teachability Index. That's what we just talk about right now. So anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys get something out of this. Please like these videos. Please share these videos. Please leave a comment on these videos. Again, I'm trying to get these videos in front of many people as possible, in the front of the eyes and face of many people as possible. And I need your help to do that. I need you to share these videos on your timeline or in your groups or group that you belong to. Also, there's a quick announcement. Again, I'm going to make this announcement. I'm almost, those of you who've been following me on these videos, I'm in the process of writing a book. So I'm about 99% to finish the book. Before I came onto my live this evening, I was just spending about a little over an hour working on my book. I've been working a little bit every day on my book. So it's pretty much finished. I'm just going through it, just reading it over again, making some finishing touches, adding things and stuff like that. So I'm just right now putting on the finishing touches on the book. Go reading it over and stuff like that. So it's pretty much, you say 99% finished. And now I just need to get it edited and published. So if you want to reserve your copy of the book, just let me know. I don't know how much the cost is going to be yet, but it's going to be, I'll let you know the cost, how much it's going to cost soon. Also, I'm going to have my first 1-day, 2-hour seminar in the local area. I live in Vancouver, the greater Vancouver area. I live in Surrey, BC. Those of you who watch me locally in this local area, I'm gonna have a 1-day seminar sometime in March. I'm looking. I haven't officially booked the room yet, but I'm gonna book a room in the Guildford Library in Surrey, the Guildford Public Library in Surrey. It's gonna be around March 14, 15, or 16, around that one of those 3 dates. I'm looking at. I'm gonna book the room. And so as soon as I decided on the date and also the time, I will let you know. Just come out. It's going to be a 2-hour. There's going to be 2 hour long because it's going to be my first one. So it's just for me to get my feet wet, to get my feet in the door, get used to doing a webinar or a seminar. And it's going to be a free event. I'm not going to charge anything because I just want people to come out. I don't want people not to come out because of money. So just come out. And just come and join me. Just come and support me. I'm going to need your support. So I like to see as many people as possible that watches these videos that live locally in my local area to come out and support me and need your support for that. So again, it's going to be in the Guilford Library, public library. That's what I'm thinking of doing it. So let's look out for more detail. I'm going to try to talk about it every night from on each of my videos from now on, so you guys will get the word out there, and get used to me saying it and start planning to be there and to support me. So just keep listening, keep watching, and I'll keep giving you an update on that. So those two things. Remember my upcoming books coming out soon. Is going to get it edited pretty soon. And two, come out to my webinar, my seminar in March. I'll give it a date and time, and when I get that finalized. All right. Until tomorrow, we're going to continue to talk about the ingredients for success. We're going to talk about number 4, stay focused. Stay focused. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow night. Until then, you take care of yourself. Have a good night. God bless you. I love you. Peace. Finish.